Alright, so Clasia, that was her name, I just remembered it, something like that. Clasia. Anyway, what we know is that she was in a relationship with the guy who was hanged. Somebody shot them, probably from the window over there or something, because they were in bed over here in the room, and it came through the door or whatever, like the glass door, and boom, killed the guy, and the bullet got lodged in his head. So, yeah, that's a thing we know. What else do we know? She was told to lie by Titus Hardy. Rose, the drug dealer woman, she's told us that Rose is the leader of the Hardys, which Titus Hardy has been like, yeah, she just, hangs out with us. But Rose apparently knows how to do stuff, and the whole hanging was her idea. After this guy was killed, they were like, let's hang him. We don't know who shot him, though. That's something we're trying to figure out. Yeah, the Hardy boys, yeah. The Hardly boys, more like it. So, yeah, we don't really know much more beyond that. We do know that Titus Hardy gave us a different form of events. He told us after we challenged him on this whole "you lied," he said that she came down, clearly she was on a lot more meds than she normally is, because she does the drugs and stuff. And yeah, he said that she was a mess. But she said she was clear-headed when she went down and asked for help. So we're not sure what the heck is going on. We don't know where Rose is yet. She's apparently somewhere. We need to get Titus to give up her location so we can go and interrogate her. But she's apparently the truck driver woman who may also be a drug dealer. Or at least working with drug dealing gangs. So yeah, they were in bed here and then he got shot. And then... yeah, this is the window panel here, look. So we can actually look at it now.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
So it's a new window pane. Run our finger over it.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Looks like it, yes.
So let's see if we can reconstruct what happened. Only a double one can stop us.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in? Wow.
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
They were here. They were just standing here on the balcony. They came through this door and shot him and then left. It wasn't a sniper. I mean, it was, but not, could have been a handgun, for all we know. Because she said, didn't she say she didn't hear the gunshot? But then again, they were in the throes of passion, so of course, would she have heard it anyway? Look at the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
At point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
So wouldn't there be residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from.
72%.
Okay.
With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol.
From this distance?
This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot.
If they were kneeling, though, wouldn't the bullet have come in lower?
The lights
They're
were
up on a bed?
in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? No, because then the glass wouldn't have broken. Any arguments against A prime the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yeah, extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Have a look at B prime boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
And then Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Oh, there's also that radio tower. And B triple prime.
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
You think the shot could have come from further off than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime is the boardwalk, or Land's End, or the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than the roof.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Yeah. And plus, rule of assassination, like the golden rule, is get as close to your target as possible to ensure victory. You know, that's like the golden rule right there. Anything else is too much of a chance, as long as you don't care whether you get out or not. I wonder, actually, before we leave, now that we've done that, is there anything on the balcony we can look at as well first before we leave? Let's do that. And then we'll go check these other locations out. But on the way out, we're going to have a word with Titus Hardy and see if we can find out where this Rose is. Because she acted quick. The more I've thought about it after the last stream, she acted really fast to figure out, like, oh, we can just do this and stage it like, what is it? Like a killing. A lynching. Like she had it planned almost.
The same small, heavy door.
Check
No
the
longer
door.
in sight.
Come on! Nope! Oh! Oh, my foot! Ow!
You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
No, that's my bones, I think. Oh no, the health. Okay.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
She's like, yeah, fuck this place up. All right. Well, there's nothing else to interact with out here. I mean, somebody could have taken a bullet casing with them to cover up the evidence, or Rose could have done that, if this was all a setup by her. She could have very well, like, during the whole commotion, quickly and quietly came out and took the casing, stuffed it in her pocket. The other thing we were doing as well was over at the church, and we also have dice. We need to go get some dice. It's a shame we couldn't find the one that was dropped. I also don't know what these guys' deals are. I'm just going to ignore them. They're cops, but they won't give us a straight answer as to who they are and why we're here. They just sigh at us every time we do, like, oh god. It's like, well, just answer the question. As annoying as it is. Oh yeah, well, we're going to talk to Titus Hardy first, won't we? Let's go have a word with him. See, I'm wondering if it's on the rooftop of the electrical building near the boardwalk. That seems like a possibility. In fact, before I talk to this guy, I should probably save the game. This is one of those games that will kill you in an instant, just for the wrong conversation option.
It's you again. What is it?
Alright, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader, bitch. I mean, gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer. Yeah, Lely, that's the name that they he was giving, but we still need to find his real name. We've seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. I need to pin this on someone, decided to pin it on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent this is to solve this murder. That means talking to Ruby, the suspect in another case, drug smuggling. I mean, that's also a thing, but I'm going to go with the first one. I'm going to provoke him. She's your real leader.
You're cuckoo cop.
No, I'm
The
Hobocop.
man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
Yeah, but she's a woman, so she's not in that statement. So, you know, you're the only man responsible for it, but she might be the only woman responsible for it, and she might be more responsible for it than you are, so clever answer.
Yeah, fuck off!
Get up, Shanky. Alright, she's the next link in the chain.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral fa-
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
83% chance on this logic roll. Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. So because we've got a +1, saw the winch outside, staged like a play, reconstructed the murder scene, and found the antique rifle. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that, guys. The old rifle. Was that the potential murder weapon? What? I didn't even think about that. Anyway, let's roll it.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 12:25 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
11:30 to 12:15.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
Didn't even go to the bathroom?
No.
That's a lie.
Yeah, no shit. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you the whole time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
I already know what that operation is. It's fucking drug smuggling.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
If she's the shooter, then it does make it very unlikely that the B locations at the other side of the bay are the locations, because, yeah. She would have never got there and back.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
Weird claims? You mean my theory that she was taken up there on a flying saucer is out of the equation? Okay. That's interesting, though. Because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got up to the roof and shot him. We haven't told him our theory that the person shot them while they were up on the roof. And they've not told us anything to that effect. We had to figure that out with visual calculus. It's like, excuse me? I didn't say that the shot came from the rooftop. Could have come from across the street. So you do agree the shot came from the roof, though, right? Or Ruby could have gone to the roof from somewhere inside the whirling. Like the secret passage that goes up and maybe around and out the other side. A skilled Sambo artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider. No. I mean, we've met a guy that does that. Just saying. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? But no, I mean, you do agree, though, the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
A 72% chance the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Well, the truth that I have, like, this visual processor thing in my head that just tells me what I need to know. I'd buy that. A ballistics lab in Coron consulted in cases like this.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, all the labs in the world don't put her on that roof. How'd she get there? Climb?
I mean, you said she stepped out. There is a winch out back.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of...
Kidding?
Shut up, Glenn.
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof.
But could have gone in somewhere else.
Nah, the only way up there is through Clausia's room.
How much do you know about this place?
We've only been drinking here for what? 6 years? How much do we know?
Do you ever leave this little room when you come in?
Been thinking of getting wilding in racks. That is on my ass, boss.
You'd do that, Elaine.
There you go. Tatted on his ass. We know the place.
Well, there is a locked door in the kitchen and another up on the roof. Ever been through those?
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's one of us.
What if they're connected by the winch, Eugene? That is your name, right, Eugene? If they're connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot. Tell you one thing. I liked how that goddamn winch came up again. That was nifty.
We firmly established Ruby could have accessed the roof to where the man was shot.
Firmly. Try shit on a stick. All you've established is a possible route to the roof that you haven't found. And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Moo!
Shit on a stick. 40 months. Emuda Holiko.
Hello, Moo. Thank you for that 40-month resub and a tier 3 sub at that, pushing us a bit closer again to the sub goal. Much appreciated. How are you, Moo? Good to see you. How's things? How's everything going? Thank you again. I really appreciate that. 40 months. God. Just think, if you'd have killed someone, you could be out by now. Yeah, I mean, with today's justice system, probably. Yeah, Freya's new name's great. Freya Perito. Alright, so we've established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. Maybe. Thanks for putting it in perspective. You're welcome. There's a 28% chance the shot came from beyond the roof. That doesn't help. We'll stick with this theory for now. Show the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just laying around in Martinez. The local pawn shop sold my gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. Well, we know who got that, though. But point is, guns can be found. So I'm going to show her this in this one, the rifle.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The antique rifle, when it mentioned it earlier. Have you all been? I've been good, thank you. Although, I mean, I'm feeling better now after my second COVID jab. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, seems like forever since you've been able to hang out with us all. And we appreciate you having you here. Thank you for popping by. But yeah, I had my second jab last week on Thursday. And man, that knocked me out. Oh, and the last couple of days I've been struggling to get back to full speed. I've been out all day. My head hurts a little bit. I only just started the stream like half an hour ago. I just got back from taking my dad to physio after his knee operation, so yeah, busy. Not sure how long we'll go for today, but I'll try and do the full 4 hours, but ooh. I was half tempted to cancel today again when I got in. I thought, oh, but no, I can cook food and I can quickly set the stream up. It's all good, and this is a chill game, so we're all right. But tiredness, wow. It's been busy. Well, big traffic jams on the way home as well. There was a road into like town from where my parents live, the closer we got to it from coming out of the city, and there's like this new junction that they've done close to the motorway, and they were queuing to get to the motorway junction, and I'm like, oh dear, there might be a problem there. And then the queue kept going past the motorway and towards where my parents live, and it's like, oh, maybe not. And then this road was closed off, one of the main routes towards our town centre. And it's like, that's what's causing all the chaos. So yeah, we were crawling in that. And then there was 6 different types of roadworks. Oh, so yeah. That's how I am. How are you? How's your life? Worst part of the shots for us, the fatigue. Yeah, that's it. I think that is the shot, but that's probably because I didn't sleep very well. You know, and it's like now I've had a whole weekend of not sleeping. And, yeah. I just want to go back to bed. So, early nights lately. Alright, so the cellar under the bookshop, it was hidden there just like the others.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Hmm. And we know she's running drugs, could have smuggled the guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
You were warned not to bring it up.
Oops.
Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
All I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
This game is so weird. It is, yes. Very weird. Take the fatigue in exchange for not getting COVID. Yep, that's it. Tired, I can live with that. Not being able to breathe? Yeah, that's not cool. Definitely not.
He must be referenced in some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
I don't think I want to tell them that they pawned my gun. And we know that's not the case, so this is going to be silly. We've already found our gun now, we have that. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we needed to find her.
All right, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Get up, Glenn.
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. Part of a leadership challenge against him, that would piss him off, because he's like, I am the leader. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you, but no, because then she'd have to tell him. You know? You can't curry favor over a secret. You've got to tell somebody. Like, I did this, by the way. You know? Because we know that he's sweet on Classier as well. So yes, why did she organize a cover-up though? Like, that seems like she had an idea.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have been covering up for herself. She could have been using you guys to cover her tracks.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it?
Like she had it already thought out.
You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
That's right, Shanky. You're catching on. Is he thinking it through, or is he saying that as a potential weak point of defense for her?
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Sure you could have, Eugene.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Who do we target with the logic demonstration? Shanky, maybe? Because he's leaning our way now, maybe. We need to break him down with logic. And then we've got him on our side. Eugene's already like, I could have done that. Titus, he'd probably just have some smart-ass remark. Let's go with Shanky.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
Theoretically.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob, or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Yeah, it's not just she's not around right now to she skipped town, did she? Oh, okay. So you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room.
You guys deserve some answers as well.
The old man in the corner nods.
Yeah, Theo's on our side.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
Is it because she was afraid that you'd start to see through the deception?
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
They had sex. What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
As the RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
The hero hobo cop came to town. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the endings of the human experiment. She probably knew me from my singing days. I'm sorry, God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with a regular thought in his head.
Sure. Normal. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did she tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up, like cans.
Cans of whoop ass.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Yeah, I mean, we opened Angus up earlier on. We played these guys against each other and he started just yammering, so we got what we needed, and that broke the facade. Is that true, Kim? I'm a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus, this called E. But she was too scared.
I wonder if we have history with her. Maybe. Something in the old records, like some old case that brushed close to catching her. And she's been scared ever since.
Everard has a file on you, but that's bogus.
Yeah.
What she knows comes from somewhere else, from Jamrock. It must be real stuff.
Any clues where she would have gone?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry.
Well,
So, she's on foot.
she can't take her lorry because the bridge is up. In a way, that's kind of helped us, because she could have just fucked off. The Wild Pines lady helped us out there, without realizing it.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you even looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
I wonder if she's in the old bunker. No, that place was rusted shut. No way she got that open. Anywhere on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisher folk there refuse
I live in
to
one of those.
unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked.
That's a good point. Yeah, those guys aren't union.
I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
It's fucking Kuno. Fucking Kuno. No. Nope. Better fucking not be the twist. You thought I was a little boy, but I'm actually the woman you've been looking for. Fuck off. Do you think what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
Ooh.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Cool. Pale radio frequencies. Alright, not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
Puts his hand out. Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
I'm not gonna say you should be a cop. As far as he's concerned, he already is. We'll just think that.
No, he already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege.
What?
Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
I like brown. What is this, picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns. No, I'm just trying to do my job with no need for extravagance right now.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait, what? This'll be my copper type now? No, I'm Hobo Cop.
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
No, keep that announcement on standby. I can be crazy again.
Good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting now, doesn't it? I won't trouble you any further.
Okay, so we've got a skill point we can hoard. We need to ask about Ruby in the village and determine where this shot came from. So let's check all these places out as well. And I really want to get into this back door.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Can we ask this guy? Door?
The man ponders his...
Nope. What about this dude?
Hey, was there...
Okay, so we know that Ruby was missing for 5 minutes. In that time, she could have gone through the kitchen door, potentially, up to the balcony, out that door, shot the dude, and then come back, and then had the idea of what to do with the body. That's a possibility. I want to go and check out the locations first, then we'll ask around here later. We don't know where more of the armor is as well. I wouldn't mind finding all the bits. So the first one we need to find, first location, was the boardwalk. I don't know how we get to the island. I was thinking up here, look, on the rooftop, so because she'd be somewhere high up at the same level. It wouldn't be down at ground level.
You see, I once...
Let's ask these people.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Hailostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Kim, you're famous.
Nice to meet you.
Hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Okay, what was that about the windows?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Fascinating. So you and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
Worms?
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
What?
Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
Looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
It's a weird way of going about it, but okay. What's fascinating about empty buildings?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
Okay.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
You should know that. Come on. Look at the building.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
So what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead.
I don't think I've heard of this Feld Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was the ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
Tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
It's like back in the day when, like in the 70s and stuff, and computers used to take up half a room, you know? It's like, look at this. This is as small as we can make them. This is fantastic technology. Usually you'd need a whole warehouse for one of these. Now, it just takes up a corner. And then, when we get laptops. Hey, Rack, what's up? Hope you're well. Just saw you were going to go live and leave a tab open. Thank you, appreciate that. How's life with you? Hope everything's good. How have you been? It has been a while. But yes, life's good with me, thank you. I'm pretty tired, though. I'm feeling it now that I'm sat down. It's like, I need a standing desk so I can get the blood pumping, you know, and like just stand around and stuff. But, I've had a very busy day, and also a very ill weekend, because I had my second COVID jab. And ouch, that was some side effects, let me tell you. But yeah, I'm good otherwise. Hope you're doing well as well.
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
So what happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
The revolution?
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You're saying Feld built the boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
So that was a thing. See, this was supposed to be the map that was made for the resort that never actually got finished. We're here at the moment. But yeah, all of this just doesn't exist. This is where the ramshackle cinder blocks houses are, and a load of marshland. But none of that got made, and the boardwalk's there, but I didn't see any, like, even struts from where this used to be. You'd think there'd be a broken remnant of this. For some reason it feels wrong to split an SSD into partitions. Yeah, it kind of, I get where you're coming from. It's not something you think about splitting. But, I mean, partitions are just logical drives on physical space. It doesn't actually do anything on the drive itself, so... I suppose you could. But yeah, that feels weird. Usually people just have that as their boot drive. It's like, why would I need to split it? Everything else goes on a mechanical drive afterwards.
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
And what happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were bourgeois.
Yeah. Mikhail, he means they got shot in the head because they were bourgeois. Now, do you know what a bourgeoisie is? Tape computers, right? I'm not going to traumatize the kid. So what did the revolutionaries do with these advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser d'Insolente. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
I mean, worms are very interesting, so... How did the tape computers work? Did they work like a radio computer?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Ohio. It raised the same questions,
What?
and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
Wait, could you just back up a second? You were a consultant for an expedition at the what now? The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. The hell is that? Humpty Dumpty Dom Center. It's like something out of Winnie the Pooh.
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center?
He did. He said that.
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Yost?
All the synapses are firing like, what the fuck was that?